gifted. I mean, she just, God just made her to be one of a kind, just original. She has worked with so many different celebrities and local celebrities like myself. She's with the Shy Lights. I mean, she's just awesome. I'm saying a lot, but it's a lot of her that is there, and I haven't said it all. That's the thing. I haven't said it all, but I know she can tell you better than I can. So, without us holding on or waiting another second, let me welcome you, the one and only Jasmine Cummings.
Hi, everybody. Okay. Yes, I've been traveling.
You see what I'm doing? I'm doing this, taking a bow. Cause man,
I love it. I love it.
You are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's tiring.
Well, I want to say, first of all, thank you again for coming to our show. We appreciate you being here this evening. Myself, Lady Patice, and Katie Lowe, and Laverne Music Box, DJ Mac, we thank you so much for coming tonight. I know you got something special going on, but I want you to introduce yourself to the guests or those who just tuning in, just hearing you for the very first time, just knowing you for the very first time. Why don't you let them know who you are and what you've been doing in your life and, in your career and everything.
Okay, well, my name is Jasmine Cummings. I do play for the Shy Lights now. I play the flute. I'm the flautist, the only female in the band, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's great. It's been fun to travel. 2019, I traveled with Shirley King to Portugal. I got to do so many opportunities have been open for me through music, through my poetry, through just every realm that I stuck my foot in. There I go, and it's been just phenomenal. It's been fun. It's been exciting, and I always said I was going to do that. I always said I was going to write. I was going to sing. I'm going to play, and I ended up doing it. So for those that are doubting where their path is going, just keep at it. It'll come.
That's right. Now I want to ask a question. Now, when you was a child, when you was a kid, did you ever thought of these things too, coming up as a child?
Oh yes, my mother used to write music. She wrote songs, and one of them was published by on the S&R label, SARS label. That's what it's called. Sam Cooke Records. Okay, and Sam Cooke recorded her song, and it was something else.
What was the name of the song? Do you know?
Yeah, let me see. She's done so many. I'm trying to get the exact song. I know it's on the B side of Wade in the Water for the Soul Stirrers. But yeah, I can't even.
Okay.
And He Cares. That's it.
What's the name of it? And He Cares.
He Cares.
Okay.
And that's on the SARS label.
Okay.
That was years ago. So she's been doing it. My father used to be in a barbershop quartet, so he sang. My mother played the piano. She was the director at our church choir on 31st in Indiana. And, so she taught herself how to play the piano, but she wanted me to play the piano, and I can play, but I like the flute. I went to the flute. And it's been working for me ever since.
So you came from a young, gifted, and black family.
Yeah.
Destined. Okay. All right.
Yeah. She made us sing for all the churches that we would go to. So we sang all over Chicago. Then when we got in high school, we did the Haynes Sisters again, and we sang on other people's talent shows, which was fun. They didn't think so. The other kids didn't think so, since we were winning their talent shows. That was kind of, That was one of those things.
All right. Oh my goodness. So that sounds beautiful. And what came across my mind is that when you were saying how y'all was in the talent show, and there's a gospel song by I'm trying to remember the young lady's name. I think her name was Kim Stratton.
Uh-huh.
And she has a song out that goes, "Favor isn't fair, but it sure is fabulous." And that's what came across my mind. And I thought, I said, oh, that's a good message there. Because when God has favor on you, when there's a favor on you, then it's going to change the course of everything in your life. Because that's the favor that's in your life from God. Amen. So, yeah.
That's right.
But another thing that I love about that you haven't mentioned yet, but I know you will in this show. I'm hoping you will. But anyway, I love your poetry. I heard one of your poetry you have done, and it was about a poetry you wrote for someone, but that's the name of it pretty much. And there's another one too, but maybe at another time. But I heard, a matter of fact, I even bought her book, so you all should check her book out. She has poetry.
They're available on Amazon.com under Jasmine L. Cummings.
So why don't you give them the name of is it a book?
Yeah, I have 3 books of poetry that I published.
Okay.
Just sold them all. I sold out.
Oh, wow, that's good.
As a matter of fact. So I have to order some more. So you have to go to Amazon.com and look up Jasmine L. Cummings. And you will see a listing of all the books that I've written. And it's Jasmine L. Cummings. There might be another Jasmine Cummings, but mine is after Jasmine L. of Jasmine Manetta.
So Jasmine, when you get a chance, go into the comment section. When you get a chance, go into the comment sections, put in your name, Jasmine L. Cummings, and your books on Amazon.com, so the listening audience can find them.
I sure will.
Okay.
Sure
all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like me to start off with one now?
I definitely will. I definitely do. So without further ado, I'm loving it. It's just, oh my God, you all gonna love it too. When you're done, you're gonna want her to do more and more, just like an encore. I'm going to move to the side, and I'm going to allow her to take over the platform to share with you her talent, her gift that God had blessed her to have. Amen.
Thank you so much. A lot of people ask me to write them a poem. I've written poems for Maya Angelou and other people, and they were asking me, well, where's my poem? That's what my mother asked me, and I had to write one for her too. But that made me start to think, if I wrote you a poem. So the title of the one I'm doing now is If I Wrote You a Poem. If I wrote you a poem, what would you say? Would you tear it up and throw it away? Or would you read each word, each piece, each part, and realize it came straight from my heart? Would you call me up for me to break it down? Or would you think it too deep, laugh it off, or frown? Well, here's a poem that's just for you, and I hope it does what I want it to, and that's to show you how special you are under the sun. For I don't do this for just anyone. I take out my pen to write. Thoughts and words take on a blurry view. As I collect myself to write a poem for you, I think of the dream I had last night, but now that's too steamy, that's not right. I think of words used to describe you, but now it seems as though those words won't do. But yet, I take out my pen to write. To the one I adore, each day I love you more, for you light up every corner of my world. Your love sends me reeling, and I get the feeling that I must be the luckiest girl. Each and every day I hope and I pray in my arms you'll ever be. Each and every night my mind takes this flight, and still it's just you I see. But yet I take out my pen to write. Thank you. And
Now you gotta put it up.
thank you.
I'm praying. That is so awesome. I'm loving it. Oh my
Thank you.
God. Oh my God. And I just want to know, can you bless us with also a song, if you have a song in mind?
Sure. I've got Georgia on my mind.
I know that's right. I'm going to leave again so that Jasmine can bless us with a song. Thank you so much.
Okay. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just a sweet old song keeps Georgia on my mind, my mind. I'm singing Georgia, Georgia. I sing this song for you. Melody so sweet and clear, it's like moonlight through the pine. Other arms, they reach out for me. Other eyes that smile tenderly. But in my deepest dreams, I see the road leads back to you. I'm singing Georgia, Georgia. No peace do I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind, my mind. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I'm in the backstage. I'm just riding along with you, like, oh. I love that song. I don't care how many times there's nothing like the good old songs back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's stuff going on, but back in the day, when music, oh my God, what we say when music had true meaning, when it had you thinking, when it had you like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I need to say I'm sorry to my sweetheart because I love her or I love him.
Right.
Music have you thinking, not crazy stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's not the crazy stuff you kill somebody. No, I'm gonna make something positive out of my life, or I'm gonna do something good, or I'm gonna change the wrong that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm up here at Jazz in the Alley. I got a performance on here on their stage outside too. But I'll still have my phone with me, so I'll be able to patch in if you need me. My phone is always on my hand.
Okay. Well, we thank you so much for taking out of your busy time and schedule to come and be a part of our show. I always have a good time every time,
Anytime. I love it.
This is hangout time, This is my hangout time.
I love it.
And we do what we do out of love and out of respect, and I'm glad that you was able to make it. Now, the place that are you performing there too, right?
Yes, actually, I'm probably going to do the same poem and maybe another one. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm singing too, and playing.
Wow. Wow. I
Yeah,
wish I was there to hear it again.
I
On
know. I'm sure they're recording it now.
I know. I would love to hear it again, man. And you had another point too. It was about about
Like,
7 Up,
oh
Sprite.
yeah,
Oh
Seven Up
my God! When I
people.
heard that, I was like, "Woo, oh,
Yes,
girl,
yes. Would you like to hear that one?
huh?"
Would you like to hear that one now? Or?
If you don't mind, just one more. Just one more.
Okay,
All right.
sure. 7 Up people look up for coats to pull them down. For some reason, they hate to see you get off the ground. They're the ones always discounting what you do, saying anything to make your dream or plan not come true. But if they'd ever stop with all the moan and the groan, maybe they'd get a life of their own. The real thing, people, must watch for them every day. Those never had it, never will people are always getting in the way. My life seems like a trip down a soda pop aisle. It gets much harder to have a Coke and a smile. Why do they live their lives as they do? I guess they hate the Sprite in you. Thank you.
That's right. They hate us. Love you, haters.
Wow.
Oh my God. I mean, you're a bad sister for real. You are sizzling hot.
Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
Thanks
Now,
so
what
much.
time to do that? You take something about pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to DJ, so I'm not talking to myself. DJ, to take, and make a poem out of it. I would never thought of that. I'll be thinking like, okay, I'm going to the store, give me some pop. But that is incredible.
No, thank you.
Bring Katie on back here. Come on, Katie.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Right here on Lady Patice live stream. Right here on Facebook, YouTube, Live, and Spreaker.
Wow. Hey, Katie, did you hear her poem?
I heard her poem. Listen, I heard her poems the first time on Saturday at Pork Chops last week.
Yeah.
I said, boy, she done took all the pop and threw it in a bag and shook it up.
Shoes, man.
Absolutely.
God, it's beautiful.
Girl, I know you got something for Corona.
Not yet. Actually, I did. I made one vaccine day. I forgot it by now. But yeah, on the day that I got my vaccine, my last vaccine, I went on and made one. So I was kind of leery of going to get it, but it's real, y'all.
That's why we need people like you who can influence. We have so many people that are afraid of the vaccine. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and right now we're in a crisis. I mean, we never came out of the pandemic. We
Right.
never came out, and right now the pandemic has taken a dive upward instead of downward.
Yes.
And we have all of these people who don't want to wear masks, who don't want to take the vaccine, and we
Right.
need influential people to make a statement and put their statement out here on social media to be an influence to others so that they can go and get the vaccine. There's so many people who say, I'm not going to take that vaccine. You'll turn around and have some growing out your neck.
Every excuse in the book.
Y'all gotta excuse me for a minute.
Okay.
I don't mean to interrupt, but if y'all hear all this crackling and popping, I'm doing like this. It's not that something wrong with me. It's thundering behind me.
Oh my goodness!
Behind me. So,
And my outside environment is hot, and the sun is shining, and it's totally different. Oh my goodness!
You gotta take it.
Girl, watch them windows behind you now.
I know. That's why I'm way over here by the wall.
Okay.
Mm,
I hope you're safe,
yeah.
Jasmine.
Yes. So we talk
Mm,
about the coronavirus situation. Yes,
Yeah.
I think it's.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
Katie. You want to
Oh,
speak?
I just want to say, we're in this mandate now that they're going to mandate that people wear a mask. And some of the jobs, like if you work for the city or maybe the state or the government, they're
Mm-hmm.
going to
mm,
mandate that you be vaccinated. And some
yeah.
people, they don't approve of it, but I just say that if you work for the city or the state, local government offices where you have to come in contact with people, uh, if you work in the medical field, you should be vaccinated. And if you have to go to the doctor or see a nurse, you should want to be vaccinated. You should not
Right.
want to take something into them.
Right.
These are first responders. These are
Right.
people that are out there to help us. So why wouldn't we want to be vaccinated when we have to go to the doctor?
Right. And not only that, but the teachers as well. I've been
Girl,
in teachers
please. Yes.
27 years. And you can get anything from kids who are going who knows where after they leave school, or where they came from or who they're around. You don't know if they're around a bunch of people with COVID and then they come and little kid, I had kindergarten, little kids will hug you just because you're you. They're,
They don't have to have a
you are-
reason, do they? They don't have to have a reason.
right.
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 Yeah.
And that's the thing. Some teachers are still not willing to get vaccinated. And then complaining about, well, then you got to get tested frequently.
Yeah.
And they mad at that too. I'm like, okay, there's no satisfying some people.
And what if you have kids that you have to go home to at
Thank
the
you.
end of the day and
It's
you
so
take that
selfish.
home to your family?
It's so selfish.
It is. It's very selfish. And then we got vaccinated. Listen, didn't we get vaccinated for measles, mumps, and all of the rest of the viruses that were out here? I've got a
Right.
scar on my arm today to show it.
Right.
Okay? And now it's a thing where it's up to the parents, right? Is it up to the parents when it comes to the kids? I don't
They have
have
to do it to go to school.
I don't have any small kids in school, but you all are in the educational field. So is it up to the parents to get those kids vaccinated?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're making it. I want to say that even as a young lady who is divorced, she's a divorcee,
Uh-huh.
and I have seen this yesterday on New Edition that be on Channel 7, and she had visitation rights. Her and her ex-husband, but they only have one child,
Okay.
so she had visitation rights. And what the judge did, even though it was not, it had nothing to do with the case,
Mm.
had canceled all of her visitation until she goes and get her vaccine. Even though it has nothing to do with the case. And her lawyer was like, that's against what they had already agreed with, and that wasn't a part of the agreement. But he stepped out of the agreement and did that. So I believe that what's going to start happening is that one way or another, you're going to get the shot.
Right.
If you want
Exactly.
to not, they're going to make it mandatory that you have to get the shot. So that's what it's leaning towards. Right now, they're being nice to see how many people are going to be more cooperative than not cooperating.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, after looking at that yesterday, you're gonna take the shot whether you want to or not. So the problem is that they're looking at stop the spreading, stop this, stop that. Now I can't sit and say I take the shot because I'm one of the ones who haven't. But I'm always willing to get the test done and stay safe and wear my mask and do all I have to do.
Right.
Okay, can I ask you why?
Because to me, there needs to be enough research.
Okay.
And I don't think it's enough research that's being done about the shots. And Johnson don't need to be nowhere in the picture.
Okay,
Because
man, as you,
Johnson is already dealing with a case against them with the talking powder, and that's an ongoing thing going there. So, why would I want to take something from somebody who has already had messed up people's lives with baby powder, and now you have a vaccine. So
okay.
even if the other vaccines are good or could be good, I would say, let me rephrase that, could be good, but when I see somebody like Johnson & Johnson in the middle of that picture, a question mark rises. Like, why would I trust you?
Right.
Really, how many have developed cervix cancer from their products, and now you in the picture with this, and yes, it's a battle because we need a vaccine, but why are you in the picture? It's just like you got the bad guy trying to hang with the good guy, but the bad guy ain't been right. So why are you in the picture?
Right. So if your job, if your job demanded that you take the vaccine in order to keep your job, would you take the vaccine or would you quit your job? That's for both of you. That's for both of you all. And anybody that is listening, that's listening, you can just drop your comment in the comment section. The reason I want to know this is because I retired from CTA and I drove the bus. And those bus drivers are out there every day. When they say people moving people, that's just what they do. They move them whether they're on the train or whether they're on the bus, okay? That's what they do. They move people from one end of Chicago to the other, almost to a different city.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And it's whether it's a CTA or the RTA or the rail, the metro, whatever. These people have to move people around the city. They are some of the first responders, in a way, because, they're just as important. I'm not going to say they're as important as the doctors in the hospital because they're not in the medical profession, but they do move people. Yeah. Now, if they have gone and taken the vaccine, and there are two other vaccines out there. Johnson & Johnson is not the only one. You got the Pfizer and you got the Moderna. And these people are out there moving people, and you have not had the vaccine. And there are a lot of people that haven't had it. They don't cover up. They won't wear a mask. Okay? And then you get on the bus with everybody else. And you could be asymptomatic. Don't show any symptoms and get on there and infect the whole bus.
Right.
Because they don't know that they're asymptomatic. They have no symptoms. That is so unfair.
Yeah, in the sense those are ones that just doesn't give a care all the way around.
Right.
They're not trying to do what I'm doing, regardless of I haven't taken the shot.
Okay.
I have been doing what I need to do from day one since it first came into view. Hey, hello everybody, I'm Corona, so But I'm one of the ones because I have worked in the medical field 17 years of my life.
Okay.
So I know. I'm just saying through experience and plus just common sense. If you know what we're dealing with, you know what we are been encountering. So why do people feel they have to be? I'm just gotta say it. I can't fabricate it. Be a knucklehead.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing, even if you don't. I don't believe it. I may not believe what you're saying, but guess what? If it's going to help, then I'm going to do what I can to help, even if I don't have the shot. But I'm still going to wear my mask. I sanitize my hands so much to start wriggling up.
Okay.
I do it.
My mask everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, taking my mask with me.
And then I go in the store, you see the little sanitized little thing, the little thing there, and the first thing I reach is my hand is going to it so I can rub and make sure my hands are clean. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
one that I carry. You know, every time I see one of them, I say, oh, you know, on the counter, I'm squeezing it because it's a habit now. I got to watch them
Right.
hands. I got to keep myself with my mask and then social distance. That's another thing. Spread my hands, you know, like we do in the
Uh-huh.
put them hands out. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so you can do
You
it
know?
like you just yarning,
Mhm.
just yarn like you know. Ooh, I'm stretching, girl, them bones, you know. All right, I'm social.
Yeah.
Y'all, wait a minute, hold up. Okay, yeah, I'm social. But yeah, I encourage those, you know, follow your conscience about this. But don't be a knucklehead. Just think about others outside of the box and
Right.
and do the right thing. Just do the right thing. Either way it goes, we did it. But like I said at the beginning, I mean somewhere in the middle, sooner or later, they're gonna force us to take this shot.
Right.
What I seen yesterday with the young lady, the judge stopped all of her visitations. I mean, she could not see her son. She's on TV crying and boo-hooing. And the judge like, no, it's about your son's safety. You know, he actually, he really explained to not that he was being mean towards the mother. Actually thinking about the child. The bottom line, he was thinking about the child.
Right.
So, you know, it's coming. You know, so that's a choice. So until then, just do the right thing.
Yeah.
That's what I encourage folks.
Yeah.
If you already done it, then you in the clear. If you haven't, still do the right thing until whenever.
I've always had a small social circle, and I can say my circle is super small now because of the coronavirus. You know, circle has always been small, but right now it's very small because you know you just don't know who's who, and you just have to be careful. And they have signs up that says mandatory mask, and you still see people that don't have them on. They refuse to put them on, you know. So I don't know. I just kind of try to stay to myself.
Yeah, best. I'm more like that too. Even though I have a small circle, but there's 11 of us. So to me, that's a small circle. I have a big family, so 11 of us and 9 kids. That's small.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That so yeah, but still, you know, you just gotta be safe. And
You do.
right, people, come on now.
Yeah. I'm still doing the same stuff.
And then my thing is, us that's grown, want to set a good example for the younger people because they watching.
Yeah.
And if we're not setting a good example, either way it goes, they're gonna feel like, well, they doing it, so I don't care. If you don't care, who's gonna care? So we want to set a good example for our younger people, our children. You know.
You know, I heard that.
Hands a lot. So.
I heard that.
Anyway, we can talk about this forever.
Okay.
But I want to be able to talk about it more at another time. Oh, thank you. I want to talk about this at another time, and because this is a very deep conversation, and it may take more than just 15 minutes to hit this because it's evolving and it's dealing with people's lives, their livelihood, their lives, their health, all of that, mental status, you name it. It's dealing with it all. And we really got to pray up and stuff. But I want to start with the happy birthday thing. You got that ready? Now, Jazz, I know you have to step away, but I understand. But I want to say, as you get the birthday song ready, thank you again for coming.
Sure, anytime. It's going till 7, so I got some time. I'm watching.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And you know what I have here? I have my template.
Wow.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy It's time for a happy birthday celebration. Now you know I only have just a little time on here, so even though your name is not mentioned, but that does not X you out. It just brings you right on in for the happy birthday celebration. If your birthday is in the month of August, I want to start off by saying happy birthday to Joyce. And may God bless you. Enjoy your day. And we're going to start going right into the celebrities. We have Angela Bassett, who had turned 63. She looks 63 and fabulous. May I turn it to 36 and fabulous? She looks for real. Oh my God. And then we have James Taylor. If you don't know who James Taylor is, they call his nickname JT. Now he played in Lean on Me. He was a little, the big bone brother, and he also played on Juice. Am I saying that right? With Tupac Shakur. The funny thing about that name, Tupac Shakur, when I first heard him, and he came out with that song just because they played what the people wanted. Am I saying it right? And I heard it, and then they said Tupac Shakur. I was like, okay. But when I saw his name, I started calling him Tupac because so I'm like, who's that Tupac? That was a funny story. But it took me a while to get the name right. So yes, he had played on the movie with Tupac. And then we have Anthony Addison, who had turned I said JT, I'm sorry, wait a minute. Something I'm missing here. Anthony Addison, who had turned 51. We have Countess. Now she turned 43. That's the young girl who played as I think she played as Monique. Right?
Her daughter. She played her daughter.
On the Monique show. And then we have James DeBarge. James DeBarge, which is El DeBarge's brother. His birthday was this month. He turned 58. That's the one to sing, I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay. Then we have also Christopher Williams. His birthday was this month. He turned 54. He sang that song. Matter of fact, he was on, what's the name? New Jack City. He was the lawyer. He was a pretty boy. And I remember performing with him too, he's just a gentleman all the way. And down to earth, he literally takes his time and talks to people. He takes his time, especially he really reaches out to the young folks. But he talks to everyone. He doesn't discriminate. God bless you, Christopher Williams. And then we have Barbara Eating. Now I'm going to go Jermaine Hopkins. And Barbara Eating. Those who don't know who she is the one who played as Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie. And she was born in 1931.
Woo!
Now you know she's of an age.
Yeah.
Yeah, so happy birthday to each and every one of you all. Y'all have fun, but as I always say, be safe while you're having fun. Okay, we're going into the congratulations. I want to say congratulations to each and every couple. Single people, as always, you rock. Keep it going. Keep living your life. Have fun to the fullness thereof, but be safe as you're going along with it. And I want to say congratulations to Samuel L. Jackson and his wife. They have been married for 41 years.
Wow.
That is a blessing. 41 years. Woo! God ought to listen to that. Amen. And congratulations to everyone and enjoy your blessings. Now, we're going to go right into the next part of this, and that is our hot topics. I want to say, with music, you can't have music without certain things. And there's certain parts that just make the music even more than what it is. And that is about the history of dancing. I brought that up because, you know, when you hear music, if you're not a dancer, you probably just wave your hand or pop your finger. You moving in the chair, you tapping your feet, you doing something. If you ain't doing a rocking back and forth, doing all this stuff,
Right.
But yeah, it's fun. And I thought about tap dancing. So I took the time to briefly touch this, but I want to encourage people in their own spare time, extra time, leisure time, to do more research on your own. So I'm only touching this briefly, so I don't have everything to share today, but I do have it written down a lot.
Okay.
Now, tap dancing was originated in the United States in the early 19th century, and it was developed between both African and Irish dancing. And the slaves owners, had taken away the traditional African percussion instruments. So slaves turned to percussionize dancing to express themselves and to retain their cultural. So tap dancing was not just dancing to them, but it was to retain their culture, who they are. They was doing what they had to do to keep who they are, not what somebody's telling them they're going to be. So this is why tap dancing to them had a complete and full different meaning. And then I went on by finding out about who was the first major tap dancing in the industry. And he goes by the name of William Henry Lane. And he was one of the few who was the well-known dancer. As a matter of fact, he was in the, what they call it,
Minstrel show.
Minstrel show.
Yeah.
So I keep getting the name to that one, right? So, he was a dancer. As a matter of fact, he went farther into being a businessman, entrepreneur, and he ended up opening up his own dance studio. It didn't last long, only because he died so young. He was in his 20s when he had passed away. So you can read more about that. And they had a name for him. They called him Master Jumba, and he was the king of all dancers. This is how they described him, or the way they saw him. And he used different parts of his feet to create variations in both sounds and other meaning of dancing. And so who ended up, following behind him into this type of dance, tap dancing, you'll find out that the clowns at the circus had ended up picking up the dance and using it as a part of their act. So this act still carry on to this very day with the clowns, his performance and stuff. They actually got it from William. Okay, and then I want to say that it was a famous people. One more thing, it was some famous people that was during that time who also was on the show with him. One of them was Mom Rainey. Mom Rainey was there, and so was Bessie Smith. I'm like, it's a small world. Yeah, so that's my good time I have on the brief topic. And I want to encourage people to check that out. Katie Lo, you have anything you want to share?
Well, I was gonna say that tap dancing and dancing like stepping, they have been around for centuries, And all of these dances, they really originated straight out of Africa. Okay? Their origination, they are art forms that came out